We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
अब देखना अब आ रही है थोड़ा डिले है आई गेस चलो नाइस तो फिर मैं इसे डाल रहा हूँ माइक में आवाज अटक रही है क्या फिर रुको मुझे भी सुनने दो फिर हाँ थोड़ी सी ऐसे ना, क्योंकि माइक ठीक है नहीं इसलिए मुझे डाउट हो रहा था। पापा मुझे भी सुनना पड़ता है। मुझे नहीं लगता माइक यूज करना चाहिए वैसे। मुझे नहीं लगता माइक यूज करना चाहिए वैसे।
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You know what, भाई? You know what, रहने दो भाई, माइक तो क्या ही जा रहा, मैं भी माइक यूज कर ही रहा हूँ फिर।
I need to think through the facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
तुमने फेयर्स टू फैथम वाली वीडियो देखी है? लाइट हाउस वाली। डार्क वेब से उठाइए डायरेक्टली। शुरुआत के सीन की वजह से क्या पता सेंसर भी हो जाएगी। ये था जो शुरुआत में मारा गया था, जो नेकेड घूम रहा था पूरे में। नहीं नहीं, अभी तो पूरा सेटअप बाकी है। एक तो माइक का इशू है। स्ट्रीम बफर तो नहीं कर रही होगी आई गेस। और कुछ तो है नहीं यहाँ देखने के लिए।
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
माइक है ही
We're
कहाँ,
just getting
कंट्रोलर का
started.
माइक चल रहा है, हेडफोन का
Let's
माइक
head
यूज
down
ही
the
नहीं हो
hill
पा
to the
रहा।
crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
अभी न्यू स्ट्रीमर हूँ ना, तो मुंह में चिपका के ही खेलना पड़ेगा।
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Try explaining it one more time.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
इसी बेंच पे तो वो कल्ट प्रैक्टिस कर रही थी शायद।
Huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
अच्छा नहीं, वो वाली बेंच यहाँ पे है, बैकयार्ड में।
Now this
Blood
is
and
the scene of the
water.
crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp.
इसका हार्ट निकाला था बट लेके नहीं
Okay.
गए थे, बाकियों
Let's
के
start by
हार्ट लेके
examining
गए।
our guest of honor. Does this
Civilians
fit
की
the
वजह से
MO of the
जल्दी भाग
previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
केस बोर्ड के अंदर similarities. Apart from going missing, thing apparent in common. Strapped or belted down. इससे भी I guess बांध रखा है. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma. ये अभी लेटेस्ट वाला है. ब्लोटिंग. ये तो पानी से निकला ही था तो इसलिए ब्लोटेड होगा. Tattooing on the body is illegible. इसके some organs missing थे और शायद इसका हार्ट मिसिंग था. किसी में तो देखा था मैंने हार्ट लिखा हुआ मिसिंग है. शायद इसी का था. वो उन्होंने हार्ट निकाला था बट लेके नहीं गए.
Body is positioned on the table.
हाँ इसे भी तो बांध रखा है. You know what? ये स्ट्रीम टेक डाउन तो नहीं होगी. मैंने गलत गेम चूज कर लिया क्या स्ट्रीम करने के लिए? No, I guess you didn't see that. I guess it's all right. जब तक you unlocked your first key image, can place it on the case board inside the mind place.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in
Now,
town.
does that matter?
Coincidence?
मरा हुआ है वो. Okay, another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see this. Links to the thing. We're here to investigate. ये सारे हो तो ब्राइट फॉल्स में ही रहे हैं जहाँ पे मेन कैरेक्टर गायब हुआ था पार्ट 1 में. Size doesn't matter, bro. Right. केस बोर्ड यहाँ पे है और वो कहाँ था हमारा? वेट. मैप यहाँ है और यहीं पे तो था वो केस. अच्छा नहीं, केस बोर्ड रीसेट हो गया शायद. या रीसेट हो गया केस बोर्ड. So what are we supposed to do? Examine करना. Collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
So I guess तीनों के अंदर bruising थी. वेट करता हूँ. L2 zoom. Okay, zoom हो तो रहा है बट okay, वहाँ नहीं हो रहा. गेम वालों को पता है ना क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इसलिए नहीं दे रहे हो ना. एग्जैक्टली उस पॉइंट पे नहीं जा पा रहा. एनीवेज लेट्स नॉट ट्राई दैट. कभी सही में सेंसर हो गई. करना क्या है? भाई इसीलिए ओपन वर्ल्ड गेम्स पसंद है मुझे. केक बोर्ड में जाना है क्या? Alright, goal क्या? Investigate the crime scene. वही तो कर रहे हैं हम. अच्छा ये नीचे है. Right. नहीं नहीं नहीं. Bruising indicates victim was alive and restrained. Matches other cases. इसका organ चोरी नहीं हुआ क्योंकि civilians आ गए थे तो उन्हें भागना पड़ गया. Understandable. Right. Drop क्यों नहीं कर
Keep
पा रहा?
trying.
You can be placed to open questions. Sure करना है क्या? Heart found near victim's body. Major chest trauma. ये है ना common. So what? Common यही तो है. Open question. Open question कोई board है क्या? अच्छा, fine. Chest trauma common था और हार्ट चोरी नहीं हुआ बट निकालने की कोशिश तो करी थी.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Victim तो I guess हम जानते हैं. The clues have been resolved. The open questions. As you advance the investigation, your questions will be taken. Goals: investigate the crime scene. Know more about the victim.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
Well, you know,
Need to find more clues.
we end on
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple
footsteps.
people were here. Multiple killers?
There were witnesses. So fair. Why not question them?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
What's that?
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Tripod?
Was it for a
Record कर रहे
camera?
थे?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
एक रिकॉर्ड करके डार्क वेब पे डाल देते हैं. Definitely a cult. They
So
knew
you
the
knew our
victim.
victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Just like our content, game की ऐसी तैसी कर रखी है, but yes, सस्ता content. These two are for later. पहले इन्हें examine करना है. Heavy blood splatter on the table. Victim. ये कहाँ जाएगा? They really made a mess here. Caught up in that or just sloppy work. Maybe they like to work dirty. Multiple sets of footprints.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
It is a cult भाई, party तो है ही. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago. अच्छा, तो जो पहले 3 पिक्स दिखाई थी वो अलग है और ये अलग है. Not just him, bhai. Even I got experience.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
ये तो ex FBI agent है.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
And I guess 10 साल पहले Alan Wake गायब हुआ था. उसके इवेंट्स भी 2010 के अराउंड हुए थे और 13 years is around 2007. हाँ. Spontaneous. What does that even mean? Okay, अगर spontaneous होता तो इतनी preparation करके नहीं आते, तो definitely premeditated होना चाहिए ऐसा. Oh, told one while they waited for a victim. Of course, planning करके आए थे वो. Tripod found near a body. Record करने की कोशिश करी जा रही थी.
They planned for the murder to happen here,
course.
passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspect and victims. उसके हेड में एलन वेक की मेमोरीज थी जब शुरुआत में दिया था. Using my intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people. Missing person, ritual murder. Ritual murder. I don't. Maybe it was a ritual.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake. before his murder.
उसने कहा until he says otherwise. Until he says मतलब क्या? एलन वेक जो स्टोरी लिख रहा है दूसरी वर्ल्ड में कॉल्ड्रन लेक के अंदर, ये मे बी वो डार्क एंटिटी जो यहाँ पे है की बात हो रही थी. नाइटिंगेल केम फ्रॉम कॉल्ड्रन लेक. हाँ, स्टार्टिंग में लेक से ही तो निकला था ये, तभी तो ब्लोटेड था. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years? Where they be? Most probably ये उसी dimension से निकल के आया है जहाँ पे एलन वेक फंसा हुआ है. और कुछ है प्रोफाइल करने को? Investigate the crime scene, check the lake shore.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
I hope मुझे jump scare इस वाले character में मिला क्योंकि पहले जो
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the
Dang.
creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
ना इतनी जल्दी कैलकुलेट भी कर दिया. जैक एंड द बीनस्टॉक वाला है ये. अभी ऊपर से टाइटन्स नीचे आएंगे. इधर कुछ इन्वेस्टिगेट करने लायक भी है. ये क्या है?
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Is she calling Nightingale a bear?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should
Right,
profile Nightingale about this page.
ये जो पेज है ये मोस्ट प्रोबेबली एलन ने लिखा है, क्योंकि उसका टाइपराइटर जो है, अगर कंट्रोल के उससे देखा जाए पर्सपेक्टिव से, तो फिर उसके टाइपराइटर से वो जो भी लिखता है वो रियल हो जाता है। और ये वर्ल्ड भी आई गेस उसी का बनाया हुआ है, क्योंकि वो क्या कहते हैं, दूसरे डायमेंशन से बाहर निकलने की कोशिश कर रहा है। ये लेक के पास नहीं गए?
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Well, we are done with this. और क्या है करने का? कुछ और एग्जामिन 3, 4, 5th भी है कुछ। So, alright, अच्छा उसे पेश करना होगा I guess. Not wrong. Investigate the crime scene. That happened to Nightingale. Case board पे जाना पड़ेगा. Is that it? Yes. Footprints emerging from under the rock. Okay, वो footprints shadow के हैं अगर सही से देखा जाए तो. I'm not wrong. वो इसके नहीं है. Trail has gone cold. Okay.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Reading the words, these words felt like a message someone playing with it, playing a game with them. Well, anything else? So the killer is watching us. Okay, now I'm not sure about it. अगर एक्चुअली में देखा जाए तो सब लिख तो वही रहा है. It's like Aaron Yeager planning the whole plot. और वो खुद को नहीं बचा पा रहा. Just like Aaron couldn't figure out what happened to Nightingale. अब वो यहाँ पे तो नहीं कर सकते ना I guess. ये प्रोफाइलिंग पे जाऊँ. The page, all right.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
राइट, तो अब उसके चेस्ट में हाथ डाल के निकालना पड़ेगा. सर्जन ऑलरेडी. यहाँ पे क्या? ओके, कहाँ गया ये? नीड टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट. लेडी, इसके लिए तुम्हें अपना हाथ अंदर डालना पड़ेगा. That doesn't seem like the case here. क्या करना है भाई? Torch. Not gross actually. You know what's more gross? Never mind. करना क्या है भाई? What you want me to do? Alright, okay. Nightingale has something hidden inside of him. What do you mean something hidden inside of him?
Found
That
all I
makes
can
it even
here.
more sus.
Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Learned all I can. Need to get back for examination. Let's go. There's the door.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Alright, she ain't doing it. Okay. फालतू में डर रहे थे हम वैसे. So what are we supposed to do? Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Right, हमारा partner कहाँ गया? Don't tell me तुमने खेल रखा है already. भाई एक तो how can he leave a lady like this? कोई man अच्छा okay खड़ा हुआ है. What do you say, sir? Ladies first. Shortcut key. You know what? आगे तुझे चलना चाहिए.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Now that you put it like that, तो you know मुझे भी शक हो रहा है deputy के ऊपर. Maybe you never know. उसी ने तो बोला शॉर्टकट के लिए. चाबी भी उसी ने दी.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Am I supposed to, स्कूल से कनेक्ट करना है मुझे या फिर am I just imagining things?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Damn. Actually, that's 62 gigs. But मुझे 48 दिखाया था. Okay, never mind, guys. I don't think so. आगे explore करने देंगे हमें. ये आगे का downloaded नहीं है, I guess. पता है मुझे लग रहा था कि ये गेम 38 GB की कैसे है. मैंने 38 डाउनलोड किया, उसने मुझे बोला कि लाइक यू कैन प्ले इट नाउ, सो आई थॉट कि मे बी हाँ ठीक है. बट वही तो मैं सोच रहा था कि लाइक अ ट्रिपल ए टाइटल 38 GB, हाउ द फक इज दैट पॉसिबल. इमेजिन उसने मुझसे 38 GB डाउनलोड करवाया और 38 GB सिर्फ इतना है जितना अभी तक मैंने खेला है. ना, maybe we'll continue it sometime later on. और कुछ तो है नहीं यहाँ पे करने के लिए, आई गेस. डस्टबिन्स नहीं, अकॉर्डिंग टू स्टोरी अब कार में ही जाना है.
Hey,
It's
Casey.
gonna take some time.
What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Dad jokes मार रही है भाई एंडरसन. आई गेस भाई फिर यहीं पे खत्म करते हैं आज की स्ट्रीम. और कुछ तो है नहीं करने को. पूरा डाउनलोड होगा फिर मैं अगली बार मैं तभी स्ट्रीम करूंगा जब भी पूरा हो जाए. एक तो मैं इसे रीप्ले कर रहा था क्योंकि मैंने लाइक वो स्टार्टिंग वाला खेल लिया था. 2025 ग्रो अप एंड वही तो इन बिग 2025 डैड जोक्स मार रही है, वो भी एक मॉम ओके भाई. इसके बच्चे ऐसे कुछ नहीं बोलते. ऑलराइट गाइस, अब अगर मैं स्ट्रीम करता रहूंगा तो वो बहुत ही स्लो डाउनलोड होगा. तो लेट्स जस्ट एंड इट. बाय बाय.